That's why. Okay. What's up, y'all? Out here in Playa del Carmen today. Just want to talk to y'all real quick about higher consciousness and how we can evolve into the one mind. Had a great conversation with some friends last night. Just want to continue that vein of ascension and higher conscious thinking. First, let me say what lower conscious thinking is first. Lower conscious thinking is based in the ego, you know. That's where that is. I gotta make sure I don't get hit while I'm talking to y'all. Lower consciousness is based in the ego, and what it does is what the ego does is, like I said, it's trying to protect itself. Always, it's a separate entity in of itself, and is seeking to protect its identity as a soul being in this universe. What we have to shift from in consciousness is away from the idea that my individual world is more important than anyone else's. This is why we have so much conflict in our existence, in our reality, is because individuals take it upon themselves to make it so that their ideology and the way that they think, or I should say the way, if you were saying about yourself, the way I think, the way I do things, the way I am, and it's I. If you think about it, I'm thinking of a certain character from the Bible, which we call, Lucifer. And if you look at the words in Ezekiel, he's saying, I will ascend. I will be above the Most High. I. You noted that his language, the language you describe, and that's describing what we call the ego, which is our biggest enemy to the collective conscience. The biggest enemy to the collective conscience is the individual ego, and if that does not get addressed and understood and acknowledged that everyone has this thing that's protecting its own identity, we can't move past where we are. And that's kind of the message I came out of my Bufo experience with full force. Before I had some ideas like this before, but it wasn't fully in practice until now. And there is a struggle that I have with, this message, because there's always that immediate fighting, because the ego, like I said, people don't understand, it's protecting itself from dissolution. And even when I think back on my Bufo experience, if you've been listening to my podcast, I had to let go. I had to make a decision to let go of me before I became one with the Creator. You cannot become one with the Creator or anyone else until you empty your cup. Okay? Until you completely empty yourself and your cup, you cannot have full oneness with the Creator, with the creation, with everything around you, if you don't fully dissolve what we call the ego. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, and on Sunday, and while I'm enjoying the sun and walking, just loving life. So just continue to stay tuned to Black Keeper Jesus podcast and show, and what I'm talking about, because I have a mission, I have a goal, and that is to not only just wake you all up, but also to help you ascend into where we are going as humans. Where we are all going is what's called the singularity, a single unified mind, in which we all fully understand our consciousness of all of our lives as a part of the collective. And people might say, well, can I have my own individual thoughts and mindsets? Yes, you can. But you must understand it's a part of a collage of a collective of ideas. It's a part of a collage and a collective of things. Yes, you can have a certain belief system, but it is on the same equal parallel with everything else. And it cannot be this exclusive mentality that we've had in the past. So we're shifting away from that. And this is the whole point of having higher conscious conversation, is to come to an empathetic standpoint with everyone, like I am you and you are me. That's the principle, all right? So always remember that I am you, you are me, I am you, you are me. That helps us dissolve our egos helps be more connected with each other. That was a message, 5 minutes. I pray that you all listen to that and start to understand this, and we all come to the unified place of higher existence and enter into 5D consciousness with continual pressing on towards this goal. All right, so y'all be blessed, everybody. Happy Like Keep It Jesus signing out. Might see me later. All right, y'all, take care.